Hey everyone, it's Dillon. Welcome back to today's writing advice. Today's writing advice is learn how to let your characters make their own choices because their agency is what creates the drama in the story. Now, for me, when I was starting writing, that didn't make any sense because I was like, I'm writing, like they're not making the choices, they're making the choices that I'm telling them to make, right? And technically that's still true now. But I definitely feel that like when I write, it's not me, so, like some things it's like, okay, I need the plot to get here, I need the characters to get here, I need the story to go here, so in order to get there, like this and this has to happen, right? Like that's definitely still part of the process, no doubt about it. But there's a lot of times where when I'm writing, like because I have such a what I feel is a good grasp on who my characters are, when they interact with each other, like those interactions just happen, right? Like I don't really go into a writing session saying, oh, unless I'm if I need them to say something to each other to spark something to get like some point across to like continue the plot, sure, like they'll say that thing. But outside of that, all of their interactions, like as they're going through the story to get to where it is I need them to go, that's just in a way them interacting with each other. Like, and nowadays it's a lot less of, well, how do I make this character get here, and oh wait, of course, like this character thinks this way, so if they think this way and they're in this situation and this thing is going to happen, and then this thing is eventually going to lead to that thing, right? Like that's how my brain processes stuff now, and it's a lot more interesting, and it feels a lot more natural writing that way than just putting characters and writing devices on the page and be like, okay, structured like this, and I got to do this, and it's like let the pieces fall into place, right? Figure out who your characters are, figure out what the main drama points are, figure out like what the main things that have to happen are, and then put your characters in those scenarios, and then just have them interact with each other. Have them interact. If you have a smart guy, have him do the smart thing to get out of the thing. If you have a really big, strong, dumb guy, have him do the really big, strong, dumb thing. And then when you put them together, like it's going to create drama because the smart guy's going to want to do the smart thing, and the big dumb guy's going to be too stupid to figure it out, and so he's going to start smashing things. And then the smart guy's going to be like, "What did you do this for?" And the guy's like, "Oh, ho, ho," and he's like bashing stuff, right? Like, and then you can just spiral that into a whole slew of different things happening, right? And so you gotta figure out who your characters are. You gotta figure out what their pros and their cons are, and then you gotta figure out how they would act in situations, and then put them in the situations, and then just let them act, and then just write the story from there. And that's all I got time for. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.